Hey, thanks so much for coming over. You're the only person that could help me with the schoolwork. So it was really so sweet for you to offer. Gosh, you're always so good to me. Can I get you anything? Any food or maybe refreshments? No? Yeah, I don't blame you. Not after what I tried to pull last time. I mean, I didn't tamper with it this time, but I figured you'd be cautious. Anyway, putting that aside, let's get to the reason why I need your help. So, I'm a bit ashamed to admit it, but I'm failing Yandere school. I know. I can hardly believe it either. I just I just can't seem to understand any of the concepts that they teach there. I know deep down deep there's a good Yandere in me somewhere, but I just can't seem to do well in any of the classes. For instance, taking drugging 101 is an example. I always mix up the drugs. I mean, can you really blame me? They all sound so similar. Having names like limitasterin or gamma hydroxyteric acid. These long side names that just sound like word salad. I mess up the doses too, though. That's not always my fault, though. Sometimes the teacher says something like, use just a pinch, and I think, okay. But how much is a pinch? Your standards might be different than mine. Honestly, I think that one's on the teacher. But my failure in the class goes beyond just the drugs, you see. Cooking is also part of the drugging 101 class. You have to put the drug in something, you see. And making food that they actually want to eat really helps with that. Not that I could do that. It would be nice, but I can't. I wish it was just that class. That I sucked at, but no. I suck at the others too. Lockpicking class comes to mind. So get this, in the class, as this sort of test, they have this door you try to open, and they give you lockpicks in order to open it. So the teacher gives me the lockpicks, points to the door, and says, alright, try to get past this door. So you know what I did next? I walk up to the door, take a deep breath, and I knock on it. Like I expected someone to open it. Or something. I don't know what got into me. I guess it was all so instinctive. I mean, you knock on doors so people open them, right? The class didn't see things my way, though. They all laughed at me. And don't even get me started on spying class. They have us use hidden cameras so we can practice when we need to spy on our sweethearts in the real world. But the thing is, I would always have these cameras that I like to use that only have 10 or 12 hours of at most. So I got major points off for my lack of foresight. Obviously, a yandere wants to spy on their destined lover for way more than 12 hours. That goes without saying. But they grade you on the placement of the cameras too. You know, to make sure the hidden cameras are actually hidden. So my test was to put the cameras in a spot where they wouldn't really stick out. So I put mine on the ceiling. No, hear me out. Yes, if you look up at the ceiling, you can clearly see the camera looking down, watching you, but who looks at their ceiling? I don't even know what my ceiling looks like. Suffice to say it, I'm feeling that class too. What really makes it sting is that all my classmates have these cool gadgets and whatnot that they brought with them. Yeah, like a teddy bear that has a camera behind its eyes. That sort of thing that hides in plain sight. Some of them even have this micro drone that looks like a fly that has a camera and a microphone that's solar powered and everything. I mean, that's basically the wet dream of intelligence agencies everywhere. And this person is just using it to spy on their crush. It's actually kind of inspiring in a way. I've got to get me one of those. Let's see. What else am I failing? Oh, acting class. I always stutter. So in the class, they give you this dummy that acts as a mock dead body that you're hiding, to act as the body of your love rival you just killed, and then they have a person dressed up as a police officer questioning you about the murder and all that jazz. So then they expect you to say something along the lines of, "No, officer, I have no idea about the murder, or where the body is, blah, 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 blah." The thing is, okay, here's the issue. When I was talking to the officer, my eyes kept darting to where the dead body was. So that's the thing that really got me. It was too incriminating. And I failed that little test. But you get the idea, right? I'm really bad at being a yandere. I know I love like one, but I don't really have the competence. Even though I come from a long line of, well, high esteemed yanderes. Just look at my parents. They tried kidnapping each other. Get this, my mother drugged my father's food. Then when he fell over, she started laughing hysterically and dancing because she was so happy. She finally had him, but then she fell over too because he also drugged her food. It was so romantic. When they woke up, they got married shortly after, and the both of them agreed that if either of them cheated, that they consent to being murdered by the other. Anyway, my parents will be so disappointed if I flunk out of Yandere school. They'll disown me, and you know how much that would really hurt me? Because there's nothing a yandere hates more than being abandoned. The good news is I still have one shot. The final exam is coming up, and it's such a huge portion of my overall grades. All I have to do is pass. As for what the exam actually is, well, I have to kidnap you. We have to kidnap our crush. And come on, you know I'm crazy about you. So help a yandere out and let me kidnap you. Won't you? I mean, you have to let me do it, because I can't do it on my own. You remember all the times in the past I failed to kidnap you, right? Remember when I mixed up our drinks, and I accidentally drank the one that was drugged and passed out? That was so embarrassing. No? Oh, right. I forgot to say please. Please? Still no? Oh, come on. Don't be like that. Pretty please with a drugged cherry on top. It'll be quick and easy. And all you have to do is come downstairs with me. And to my basement, I have everything set up. I have some handcuffs, but they're the fuzzy kind, so that they don't hurt your wrists. See? Aren't I such a nice yandere, who is so sweet and considerate? So please, come with me. Just down the stairs. Please, my parents will disown me. I'll be a hobo on the streets. You don't want that, do you? But if my parents do evict me, can I at least stay in your basement? I mean, you don't have to fuzzy handcuff me or anything. Yeah. But anyway, I would really like for you to come to my basement. So, what if I told you my basement is stocked full of that snack you like? With the raisins? Would that change your mind? You don't like raisins? I am the worst stalker ever. How did I not know this? Okay, well, how about this? You can just pretend that I kidnapped you, and after I show my teachers and pass the exam, I'll let you go. That way you can stay free, and I can pass and avoid bringing dishonor to my family. So what do you say? It'll be fine once I pass my test. I'll let you go. No, really, I swear, I promise. You'll do it? Oh, thank you so much. Seriously, you're the best friend I could have ever asked for. Now, what am I going to do with all those raisin snacks?